Do you feel any difference coming out of this bye week compared to the last one? Last one you won that game going in, but didn't play very well coming out. What's the difference?
I would say there was a lot more focus and edge in practice over the bye week. Because, like you said, we didn't come out like we wanted to after last bye week. Got another good opponent in Utah, and so we know we have to we kind of have to be locked in, and we have to be play really well in order to win this game.
What challenges does Utah present? Coach Aranda was talking about they play a lot of man coverage. So what do you expect?
They're good.
From them?
Yeah, they're really good on defense. Great coaches. Their coaches have been there a really long time. Physical up front, physical with the DBs. They're good. I mean, I think they're great athletes. Their cover guys are lengthy. They're fast. I mean, they're everything you want in a DB. And so just the combination of those two things, physical, fast, athletic, all that stuff, that makes for a pretty good defense. And so the challenge is there, but we're gonna attack it.
I don't know, with their coverage, are you prepared to maybe run more or like take off if there's an opening?
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of whatever the play presents itself with. Just obviously, if there's a running lane, I'm gonna take it down in distance, play a role into that, all of that stuff. And so, yeah, absolutely. If the running lanes are there, then gotta exploit those.
Sawyer, I'm guessing bye week was good for health and rest and all that, but when you finally put together a complete game, would you have rather just kept going, carry that momentum?
Yeah, it's a good question. It was nice. It was nice to do that for sure. But I don't know. I'm not gonna complain about getting the bye week to rest and recover, especially for the injured guys. But yeah, I think it's still possible to carry that same momentum from the UCF game into these next coming weeks. And so we got 3 games left, and we're looking to kind of build off what we started with the UCF game.
How much did that UCF win do for y'all and like just kind of the mood in the locker room over this bye week?
I think it was big just because we did some things that we hadn't done previously in the season, whether it was starting fast, whether it was playing complementary football, just all those things that kind of I don't know, take a deep breath and say, okay, like we're capable of doing this. We need to go out and do this. That this needs to be the expectation. And so it was good for that, just being able to put that on film and do it on a Saturday.
Starting fast was big, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I kind of talked about it post game. It felt like situations that we found ourselves in early in the season, when we're like going for it on 4th down, not being able to kick the field goals, take the points because we're down a couple possessions, kind of playing on our heels a little bit because we got hit in the mouth. We kind of flipped the script in that game, and so we came out there and did that versus UCF. And they were the ones who were playing from behind. They were the ones who were kind of scrambling a little bit, pressing a little bit. And so it was nice. Yeah, that's all because we were able to start fast.
Michael Allen's your roommate, right?
Mike's my roommate, yeah. Mike and Kyler.
What does he mean to this team as far as a leader, as far as a coach, and how has he grown into that role over the last few years?
He's irreplaceable is how I'll put that. And I think a couple things play into that. I think everybody just has so much respect for him because they see how hard he works. He kind of is like that in that player coach role. And like there's no real like animosity. I feel like that's something that could happen when somebody like has that relationship with the coaches and is a part of the team. There's none of that with Mike, just because he's such a good dude. Everybody respects him because we know how hard he works, and so he's able to as a leader, call people out if something's not right. He's able to encourage, motivate, which I'm sure y'all heard about the meeting when he spoke to us, just motivating everybody. And so everybody loves Mike. He's an irreplaceable guy on the team, and he's been doing that. He's kind of grown in that role over the last few years. When I first got here 2 years ago, everybody knew how hard of a worker he was, but obviously he didn't have as much, I guess, street cred as he does now. If he says something now, like it goes. So that's kind of how he is on the team.
Was it a similar message to last year, or did he have a completely new message to you guys?
It was different just because different year, new team, all the stuff. Just unique in how he can find ways just to motivate people. But it was a similar kind of like vibe where it was like, hey, it was something like we needed to hear it. And he was the one that was tasked with doing it, and he did a great job with it.
How important are these last 3 games, just in terms of finishing strong and doing things with Coach Aranda and kind of finishing the season on a positive note? How important are these last 3 groupings?
Yeah, they're huge for a number of reasons. I think you hear all the time. It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. All that stuff. The Big 12 race. Don't know if that's within our reach, but I know we can go out and we can play complimentary football and we can play the best of our abilities these last 3 games and end the season on a high note, because everybody remembers the feeling from last year and how we felt at the end of last year, where we were like kind of riding that high, and so we're going to try to replicate that, because that was a good feeling, and we know we're capable of doing it. And so I think it's huge, just for the team to kind of like come together when we did, and to finish strong.
Reggie, I guess just kind of what's the mindset going in? How much did that UCF game help in terms of you guys played a complete game, the defense really played well? How much did that help you guys mindset-wise?
I feel like it was really important. It showed that we could really play together as a defense. We could start fast and play really as a full team for once, and it showed how we're capable of it, and we can replicate this.
When you go back and look at film, was there anything specific on the run defense? It looked like, at least from my vantage point, it looked like there were fewer missed tackles. You guys kind of wrapped up, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we had a strong emphasis going into the week with tackling. We've been doing more tackling drills and being intentional on our positioning and not losing our leverage, and just doing all we can to play better and make more tackles. So I do think that played a big role during the week, during the game.
What challenges does Utah present? What are you expecting from them?
They have they're pretty good at running. They have a good O-line, and based on things they've seen in the past, they'll try to replicate things that other teams have took advantage of against us. But as we've been trying to correct mistakes, keep working, and just prove that we're a good defense.
What have you done to kind of elevate yourself, be more of a significant player, start, that kind of thing?
I feel like I've just always tried to do what I'm told. Coach G, the new corners coach, he's been really helpful with me. He's been guiding me, teaching me a lot of new things as a corner, and I have a lot of people supporting me, other teammates, my family. They're all pretty supportive, and me being myself and doing all I can to show that I'm capable of playing and helping the team out.
Utah is coming in kind of on a high, and you guys are certainly underdogs. Do you embrace that underdog role, or how does that kind of affect your mindset going into this game?
I personally enjoy being the underdog. It's kind of satisfying being able to like bring someone down a notch a little bit, but I think we really need to just stay focused and stay locked in on what we need to do. If we play to our best ability, we'll be okay.
Is being that underdog something that could help y'all play a little more free, start a little faster?
Yeah, I'd say so. It gives some relief for people. They're not too tensed up. People get to relax a little bit because no one has any high expectations for us, so you're not putting extra pressure on yourself. You can just be yourself and play.
Anything else?
You face Sawyer in that offense, every day pretty much. What have you seen from him, even in terms of growth this year from Sawyer?
Really, his confidence. Sawyer's very confident, and he knows what he's doing. He's a student of the game, you can tell. Being able to play against him since he first got here, the amount he's improved has been like unreal. Like he does everything right. He's always doing what he's supposed to do he's a great person on and off the field. He studies the game, he recovers, he does all the right things, and it really it's reflected in the way he plays.
What was I know he's not in your room, but what was Michael Allen's message just before this last game? Coach Aranda talked about it. Same kind of thing, against Texas Tech last year. He seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah, Michael Allen, he's a great dude. He's one of my best friends on the team, and he's just for the team. He just tells the truth. He tells the truth. He shows hey, this is what we need to do. This is how we are capable. We're able to do this. And he's just having a player's voice on some of the things that the coaches are trying to say. You can tell it has an effect on the other players on the team. Like, they can really truly hear it, truly hear what he's saying.
Sawyer talked about Michael's street cred with the team. What did it take for him to kind of earn that?
He definitely earned that by just working hard every single day. He's always, every drill he's doing it to the best of his abilities, going as fast as he can. He has teach tape all the time. We're always replaying film that he has because he's always doing it right, as fast as you can, as hard as he can. And he does everything right all the time, and people can see it.
You've lived with it all your life. This is probably a stupid question, but how being the other Reggie Bush, I know you've never heard that, but what is that pressure? Or what you've lived with it all your life?
I think it's pretty cool. I've always looked up to him.
Yeah.
I used to watch film on him all the time,
Yeah.
every single day, because I used to want to be a running back.
Okay.
I was a running back growing up, and I would always watch his film before all my games. I'm seeing what he's doing. I'm trying to replicate it in the games, and I just think it's pretty cool, especially when we played TCU and he was at the game,
Okay.
and they had a little Spider-Man pointing at each other moment. I thought that was pretty cool.
Pretty good. All right. Thanks, Reggie.
Appreciate
Hey,
you.
you.